This is Ashley Hacker from Junkie Promotions, and I'm here with Justin Nozuka. Right now he's just chilling out, rocking out in his fitness.
Sorry.
No, he's just like feeling it so much. Like, look, he's even barefoot right now. So, I was gonna ask, like, you're very mellow and chilled out. Like, do you do like any meditation or type of yoga thing that keeps you so like chilled or anything?
I like to do yoga.
He does yoga. I knew it. I knew it because.
Just recently I got into it actually.
Oh,
and I like doing it. Yeah, just like if I don't spend time to get in my body and to just feel the energy in my body or just feel what's going on in my body, and just listen to what's going on, like the sounds and such, and find that peace, my mind will take me to very terrible places.
Oh, like, so I had like a question. When you speak of terrible places, like "Save Him," which is like a really good song, sad in a way, but what like influenced you to write that song? Like, did you go through experience?
Just an emotion, just this emotion, and that's kind of the emotion that I've written some of my darker songs from, and that's an emotion that feels really dark actually, and I don't really like feeling that emotion honestly, but I rewrite these songs because I have this emotion. And Save Him came from this kind of emotion that I had, and I was learning Blackbird by the Beatles. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So my mom was there, and I was like, I want to write a song, and I want to write a song that's expressing how I'm feeling right now, something heartbreaking.
That one's very sad.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely kind of a story that. Yeah, it is really dark.
So I think it's like you were 17 when you came out with your first album, right? Or were you 18? When you came out with your first
My first album was 17.
17?
When I finished it, and then it came out probably when I think it came out in 2006. It came out.
Yes, I remember that because I was out there for band camp, and yeah, and I saw, I think it was After Tonight coming on. I was just like, oh, I like this song. This is kid. He's really good, sis.
Nice.
And so I've liked your music ever since.
Cool.
So like ever since then, like how has it changed? Have you like gotten more known? Have any weird fan experiences or anything?
Well, things have changed a lot. We've just been touring pretty steadily.
Oh yeah.
And life is changing. And from that time I was in school, and it was just everything was a new thing. I was taking step by step by step, but there was a lot of new things that were happening, and so the excitement level in my mind was all very exciting. And so we've been touring for a long time.
Yeah, I think I missed like 2 of your shows when you were here, and then that's like, he's back on tour again? Okay. Like,
yeah, exactly. There's opportunities, right?
Yeah, like you don't like, do you like enjoy performing a lot more, or do you ever just want to take a break?
Yeah, well, I took a break. I took a few months break. That's why my guitar playing is just like, I haven't played guitar, I really sat down and just kind of chilled out. I hung out with my brothers and kind of took my life and just lived it,
So like, what are a few of the things that you do, like when you're chilling out, like outside?
Well, I just relax, like we play music all the time at home actually, so I was singing all the time, and I love biking, and I brought my bike on tour, but it's just a different thing. I just kind of put my feet up when I went back home, and I just didn't think about anything, and I just relaxed,
So I heard that like some of your brothers were they did music also, so it's like, was all of them, or?
Yeah, all of them did music actually.
Like, when influenced you guys just to like all go into music?
I don't know, we feed each other. So somebody has something and then everybody wants it. Because somebody does it and they really put their heart into it, and then, it usually starts with my oldest brother and everybody wants to get in there.
Are you the youngest or middle?
I'm kind of the middle.
Kind of the middle. So like, would you ever go on tour with your brothers? Like if you were able to just like have all music on tour?
Yeah, that'd be nice. It'd be nice to do a tour like that. My brothers have a group called Down by Riverside, and I'm kind of part of that group. So I want to do that eventually. I would love to go on tour with them and just write music with them more. We write music so easily together, so it's really nice.
So you guys just like vibe off of each other.
Yeah.
And this is a question from my friend Jasmine. We asked people to ask us questions, and she said in Golden Train, like what is that more about? Like if you can describe it in your own words.
Golden Train? I guess it's kind of about, you know, being with love and having this fear that something grand and great is going to come and just take it away. You know, that's kind of the image I had. If this train comes, would you leave or would you stay with me in this life?
That's a very relaxing song. Like when I relax, it's just put that in, it's chill and everything. So like, what should we be looking forward to, like, more in the future? Like more albums coming out soon, or more singles?
Yeah, maybe Heartless will be on radio soon. We just did another version of Heartless actually. So we're gonna see. And you know, I'm writing music all the time. So we're probably gonna have a new album in the next maybe year and a half or so, depending on what happens. Actually, I don't really know what's gonna happen. But working on new songs and some more electric guitar.
You're just gonna like do the whole album, just all electric guitar. Like that'd be pretty.
Yeah, that'd be great.